on the ground as Bangladesh burns. The Central Committee members of Bangladesh's Nationalist Party, BNP, and government businessman Quazi has now expressed apprehensions about the worsening law and order situation in the country. Ahead of the big verdict in the case filed against former Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina, Quazi now expressed that the violence has erupted and could escalate. He also called on all the neighbouring countries to come together and fight for peace. In fact, he also referred to India as a big neighbour and expressed hope for good relations with New Delhi in the future. Now, the government businessman and politician also voiced optimism that the coming elections in 2026 could offer a new hope to the people of the country. Let's listen in to his statement.
As a country in the 1971, India helped us, and as a freedom fighter, I got my training in Dehradun. And I think India also, we need India with us, and India also need us. Then so we want to go forward, keeping our hands together. And I think as a big country, as a big neighbor, definitely India will respect our sovereignty and our sentiment of our people. We hope and we'll have a very good relation with India also in future.
Now viewers, a Quazi statement comes as there have been incidents of car arson, cocktail explosions and road blockades being reported across Bangladesh. The government has now deployed border guards in addition to the army and police. People in fact have blocked highways by throwing stones at it in several places. Border Guard Bangladesh, we are given to understand, is now clearing the highways. And meanwhile, at large, security has been tightened ahead of a shutdown as the Bangladesh International Crime Tribunal now prepares to deliver a big verdict in Sheikh Hasina's case. Remember, this is a case which is linked to the charges of crimes against humanity that the former Prime Minister committed during her deadly crackdown on students-led protests back in 2024. Remember, these demonstrations are which led to the toppling of Sheikh Hasina's government, after which she fled to India and an interim government headed by Muhammad Yunus came to power in Bangladesh. Now, the country is awaiting the big verdict and political reactions are also pouring in on the same. So viewers, as the tensions grow ahead of the landmark International Crimes Tribunal verdict against the former Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina, police in Dhaka has now issued a shoot-at-sight order. This is against anyone who gets involved in arson attacks. This directive comes as the security forces are now enforcing maximum alert across the capital, anticipating unrest surrounding the high-profile judgment. Hasina here faces a possible death sentence if convicted. And this is over the last year's military crackdown on a student-led uprising that led to her ouster.